So what we are going to do that we will be having a little bit change in the program because we are having another meeting maybe 4:30 or 5 o'clock. So Dr. Gowda has to go and Dr.
Don't say 4:30 or 5, it is 4:30.
Okay. So Dr. Gowda wants to go without listening presentation of Dr. John Marshall before. And you know what? That this is the beauty that we are having those recorded presentations. So Dr. Gowda will be listening his presentation later. Very good. So I think that what we can do that now that maybe I can request Dr. Gowda for giving the remarks about the meeting and some perspectives that how do you see as a DDG research on application of those genomics and integrated breeding in crop improvement. Of course, I know that you are a big fan of genomics technology, so it will be good to hear from the horse's mouth, please. So Dr. Gowda, please.
First day, many people were not able to see him. So then I suggested, why not follow the policy of the former French president, who would always have a pedestal whenever he speaks. But anyway, between me and Rajiv, we always have these sessions, because if I don't give him that kind of a tickle, you know, he says that today I did not enjoy the day. So thank you, Rajiv. But I must say, you know, many times Rajiv makes comments which kind of bind you, whether to say this way or that way. He says, I'm a big fan of genomics. So now I can't say anything more. So, you know, as program director for grain legumes, and even before that as leader of the crop improvement program, my as the director of the program was that yes, breeders should genomic tools as soon as they can. But again, I was always putting pressure on the genomic scientists. Look, if I am a breeder, I am a breeder of course, for all of you, I am a chickpea breeder, that if I can do my job without genomics, why do I need genomics? So you need to give me those tools which will make my job easier, faster, but more importantly, cheaper. Because at least not in the last 3 years where the cost of genotyping per, what do you call? Per data point have come down drastically. But I said, at that time when I was 3 years back or 4 years back, I said, which breeder apart from the private sector like Pioneer or Monsanto or Syngenta, even the CGIR centers could not afford to do molecular breeding on a large scale. Yes, on a small scale, we have been successful, we have given the results, but if it has to be mainstream of a crop improvement program, I think it has to have all these 3 traits, and the cost was a major one. Now, if I look at on the other side, say cost of data point has come down, but again, they have put another spoke in the wheel. They say, okay, but phenotyping is very crucial. If you don't do very precise phenotyping, then genomics doesn't help much. So I think we need to tread very cautiously. We have the tools that are available now. The cost of data points genotyping has come down drastically, and now it is incumbent upon all the breeders to ensure that all these tools are used effectively in breeding. Like Rajiv said, I am a big fan of genomics. 3 years ago, when I would ask Rajiv, he would say molecular breeding is the most in thing for today. I said, look, there is nothing like molecular breeding, isn't it? Yes. There's nothing like molecular breeding. All we do is use molecular markers in classical crop improvement or classical breeding. Now, he admits, yes.
Because I don't want to go outside of it.
So, what I'm trying to, because the title given to me is Future Perspectives in Breeding, because John Marshall is going to give you the virtues of genomics. So I'm not going to talk about the virtues of genomics. I'm only talking about how genomics can support and help the plant breeders. And I think we are at the cusp of graduating into the genomics assisted breeding. And I don't know, those of you who are within ICRISAT, I have banned the word molecular breeder here. So nobody can call themselves as molecular breeders. We are all plant breeders. We use many methods, many technologies, but basically we all do plant breeding to develop improved parental lines or varieties that are better than what is known. So I think that is the message that I wanted to give. I don't want to take more time. And as I said, we have made good progress. I would say not good progress, but I would say fantastic progress in the last few years. And I would like to congratulate all the scientists in the genomics group for getting us this far, and I hope they will work together with the breeders now. Because many times all the genomics people are those who call themselves molecular breeders. They said, we don't need to go to the field. I can do the selection in the lab and put it in the field, and the selection should do well. But the question is whether it does well or not, we will know only when it is in the field. And it's good that Rajiv now agrees that yes, we need to go to the field, and he is making sure that all breeders are now going to the field. Thank you very much, and good day.
Okay, thank you very much, sir, for very inspiring message. And now you came here, you shortened my height, huh? So you will take the place from there. But anyway, you don't need to bring now. So now I recognize, because yesterday when I started to give the presentation, this pedestal was here. I was thanking my colleagues, they did wonderful job. So this was you, who suggested them? Anyway, this means that you not only you do not only care for genomics, but also genomic scientists. So we are grateful to you for that. He mentioned a few things which are very important, and not only in ICRISAT, but in general for the different CGR system or in the crop breeding. So basically, as he mentioned, so now if we would like to see enhanced adoption of these molecular tools, that's the reason we don't use the word now molecular breeding, we say integrated breeding. In the breeding program, then we need to work in this direction, that how we can make the genotyping cost effective, time effective, etc. And one more thing which I would like to share, so and Dr. Gowda and I myself, we always keep on having those discussions. So he says that people should make their life easier, biotechnologists or genomics people. And this is then only we can make some sense from this genomics research. So we used to say earlier that molecular tools, we are providing the tools to the breeder. then many people start to tell that earlier only this was genomics people, they were providing the tools. Now if you talk biometrics, they say we are developing biometrics tool for breeder, bioinformatics tools for breeder, physiologists are also developing tools for breeder, and breeders say, nobody asked that which tool we need, you guys are just developing the tools. So earlier we did not have tools, but now breeders are having so many toolboxes, they are having difficulty to select. But again, so what it indicates that this is the high time now to all of us to work in interdisciplinary manner. So physiologists or genomics or biometrics, etc., we do not need to work in silo. We need to work together so that we should not be confusing breeders, rather we should be helping them by providing only one set of toolbox. Anyway, so the jokes apart, but this is very important that we need to make or we need to work in this direction. As Dr. Gowda mentioned, at ICRISAT we are working very hard, and I know that many other CGI centers, many other breeding programs in developing countries, all of us are moving in the direction of integrated breeding. We are moving in the direction because sometimes some of our colleagues who do not, they have this myth that if you are having the molecular tool, as Dr. Gowda mentioned, you can do breeding at the computer, you do not need to go to the field, which is wrong. So this molecular tools, they can just help you to select the plants, but you need to select the plant in the field. So this is the reason that we are moving in this direction.